Hello and welcome to 90 Seconds of Truth. This is the third installment of the Staircase series that talks about our obligations as Christians to share the gospel with others. And we have fallen down on that in this nation so terribly bad. We've given way and given way and given way. We've become inconsequential. I said that before. But here's the thing. We look at people and we think of them as the enemy. There's those people over there. Well, they're not the enemy. For the enemy is not flesh and blood, but against the powers of darkness, against the principalities of darkness that are on this earth. So there's the enemy. It is not the people. But we tend to look at them and say, wow, look at that sin. Look at them. But we have to remember that God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. We need to remember that all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. And folks, that includes you and I. We sinned and we fell short of the glory of God. There's two ways to heaven. I've said it before, I'll say it again. You have to be perfect, and oops, every one of us have messed that one up. Therefore, the only other way to heaven is through Jesus Christ, our Lord. So all have sinned. Everyone. I may not like your sin. I may like my sin. But I turn away from my sin. And I recognize that you are struggling with yours as well. Let's go out there and let's love somebody so that never, ever, ever again will we have an election like the one we just had in our nation. We will be one nation under God. That we are not going to ever be a divided nation again, because we are going to turn our hearts to God and we're going to be obedient to him. And we're going to see the power of his work on the other side of his obedience. So go out there and love someone, and love them in a way with God's love that leads them to salvation. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be easy. But we have to fight for our nation, because we ultimately remember that we're fighting for eternity. That another one may spend eternity with God our Father in heaven. And I pray that we will do this. And I just want you to know, my friends, that that is truth.